Hey folks, last week I made a video on COF, going over some of the loot I had found within the first week. Now that it's week 2, and I have recently got COF rank 10 and done a bit of farming with that, I wanted to make another video showing my stash and all the different things that I've found so far, just to give like a high level overview of what COF experience looks like. So I'll jump right into it. I have the Chthonic Fisher Warlock build. My gear is pretty solid. I've found all this stuff, slammed it. A lot of my slams failed, but that's okay. We still ended up with some pretty good stuff. There's a T7 crit multi. I failed a few of these. Didn't work out. That's okay, there'll be more. I have my move speed, last step of the livings, with a max roll, pretty solid. And then this thing is pretty disgusting, +4 Twisted Heart. Really good stuff. Have some decent exalteds, nothing crazy. A few like 3, 4 stats, I guess. Ring's not great, belt's not great. I haven't really put too much effort into getting better ones of these, but it's good enough to get 11.3k ward in town. A bunch of double stat idols here, pretty good stuff. So in the stash, I'll jump into it. So this is how I've kept it organized. I have dump tabs as I go. I just dump everything in here. Some random keys I got from Prophecy Pops, sell them, get gold, buy more stash tabs. Each of these sells for 6,500, so it's a good way to get more tabs. I'll quickly show my loot filter. So I have it pretty strict here. I filter most T6s other than a few bases, and a pretty big chunk of T7s I also filter. A few highlights for affixes I need or whatever. So yeah, we'll jump right into it. So I have my dump tabs. I have some idols. These are all mostly 2 stat. I pretty much don't pick anything up that's not at least 2 stat at this point. I have a bunch of T7s. These are mostly attributes and some good rolls. Boots, the same story. I keep a lot of attributes, move speed, double stats, some CDRs, stuff like that. Just generally good rolls. Rings, I keep a lot of stuff with resist or whatever if I want to level another character, fill some stuff out, make another, make an alt like a bird character or whatever. I might use some of this stuff. 2 hands, I keep some crits. These I'll throw at, what is it called? Apathy Maw. If I get one, try and land the crit onto that. Maybe make a Void Knight or something. Bunch of one-handers. Here I have a few T6s that I'd probably just use for leveling. These are generally decent stats, cooldown, move speed, whatever, crit avoid. Then I have some more random stuff here, T6s. Here I have some pretty good rolls that I got, T7 mixes. Here's a melee fizz crit chance, pretty good. Freeze multi with the minus spell cost. Here's a double T7, T6. Here's a fire damage, LE damage over time. What else do we have? This is my Acolyte stash. Some health, percent, int. These are all things that could be slammable, I guess. We have hybrid health T7. Some random stuff here. Some percent health. I still haven't found a T7. Here's a bunch of things that are generally decent rolls. T6s though, so we don't care that much. The T7s, it's mostly int, some double rolls, stuff like that. What else? Nothing super exciting here. And then slam, I have some T2 Exsanguinuses and Barboots. I've already slammed a bunch of these. Nothing really happened. I have some slam food here with percent health, int, +4 Fisher, +4 Profane Veil. I keep the crit multis for the dagger. Here's a amulet I used a creation and tried to slam into a Omnis, which failed. Here's the graveyard, things I've slammed recently that failed. I had an Omnis with LP. Bunch of daggers that didn't work out. An Apathy Maw, I tried to slam T7 crit and failed. Some helms and some other stuff. There was a bunch more, but I couldn't be bothered to keep all of it. Some lenses and random stuff here, 0 LPs. Some Weaver's Will. Some random stuff, Aaron's Will here. the squirrel helm, these time glass things. Nothing super exciting. For 1 LPs, I have quite a lot of smoke weavers and daggers because this is what I farm. Bunch of ladles here. Nothing super exciting. In the 1 LPs, cleaver solution. What else? Bunch of these. I also have 2 LPs of, so not super exciting. Bunch of these spine things. Alluvians. Some lumps of coal. Blood chalice. The storm carve. All sorts of stuff in here. The punch gloves we have. LP shackles. What else? Another LP steps to the living. A few of the blood boots. Morning frost. And here's some interesting stuff. I have 2 separate 1 LP Aaron's Wills that dropped. This is not a duplicate. They actually both dropped. Static shells, Kermodes, Titan's Hearts. I don't even pick these up anymore. They drop so much. A bunch of 1 LP Exsanguinuses. Then Helms. Pretty good. Crest of the Unity. Might be slam worthy. Some prismatic gazes I might use for crit build. These are all 1 LP bar boots. These are all 2 LP daggers. Some smoke weavers could be fun for a rogue build. Some ladles, a bunch of 2 LP stuff in here. 2 LP swords, battle mage, dream thorn. All sorts of good stuff. These Wraith Lords seem to be pretty common. Have a bunch of these drops so far. I don't even pick up the 1 LPs anymore. Some static shells, these are pretty good. Some good builds that use those. Titan Heart could be fun. These are pretty good for the self burn, self ignite build. And then a bunch of relics, belts, rings. And the 3 and 4, we have a ladle, a couple fire starters, some more chest pieces. 4 LP pillagers is probably not actually useful. 3 LP daggers, some rings. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's been a lot of stuff that I haven't actually picked up so far. It pretty much rains LP things at this point. Like there's just so much stuff that you can't even pick it all up. But yeah, so that's where we are week 2, having just hit rank 10. I probably would have been further, but I still have like a full-time job and I make a lot of spreadsheets. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Cheers.